What's up? This is Frank. He is the orange Sour Patch Man. Pay attention to the colors and the names. I will quiz you on this later. Okay. One last thing on division of exponents, which is very similar to what you noticed on multiplication on Monday, what I added on. I should have had this last week, but I was brain dead and tired and I didn't get it. So, we talked about how to simplify exponents that are the same. Bases that are the same. We've talked about what to do when my bases are not the same. Okay? We've talked about what to do when I have bases over each other, but multiple bases in a row like this. What we have not talked about is what to do when I have numbers. We call them coefficients. I don't know why. I'd have to look that up. I'll get back to you tomorrow. But really, it's quite simple. You do exactly like you would do with if I gave you 4 and 2, right? I'm hoping your knee-jerk reaction if I gave you 4 and 2. That's straight. That's straight. Cool. Would be to divide them. And if you divide 4 and 2, I'm hoping, crossing my fingers, hoping for death if you can't tell me, that you'll tell me that 4 divided by 2 is 2. So really, if I add in coefficients, I just do the exact same thing. I lost my train of thought. They do the exact same thing they used to do, just now you have some variables thrown in. So, first things first, 4 divided by 2 is 2. So, I know I have 2 on top. And then I cancel out my x's till I run out of x's, cancel my y's, so I run out of y's, and I'm left with 1 x on top and 2 y's on top. X to the first power, y to the second, over 1. And as we should all know by now, that 1 does literally nothing. And this is what I have. If you're feeling extra super lazy, I don't even need to write that, but it is helpful to look at. Let's try this one more time, because there are a couple cases where this is not so pretty. You have a worksheet today that includes these pieces in them, so let's practice them a little bit. Let's practice them with numbered bases, because that is all infinitely more difficult, and I have a couple things I need to mention. So, let's say I have 3 times 5 to the second power times 7 to the 5th power. And then we'll put it over 9 times 5 to the 4th power times 7 to the 1st power. How about that? Okay? First things first, I cannot stress this enough, do not multiply the bases. Never multiply bases. Never multiply base by exponent. Never do it. Never. Bad. Let's do it one more time. Do not multiply the bases. This is not 5 times 3 times 7. This is 3 times 5 to the second power, which cannot be multiplied, times 7 to the 5th power. Don't multiply the bases. The only case in which we can multiply bases is I'll show you. I need my ruler again. That's such a satisfying noise. Okay, expand. 3 times 5 times 5 times 7 times 7 times 7 times 7 times 7. I can multiply the bases now because I have expanded them. So I'm not just multiplying 1 7, I'm multiplying all 5 7s. If you multiply only 1 7, you've left 4 out. Now your number is horribly inaccurate. Horribly. Do not multiply the bases if they are not the same. Understood? Good. Okay. Expand the bottom. Now, this all looks a little tricky. I don't have any variables. So it looks like a whole bunch of numbers. So first things first, before we do anything, let's cancel out all of the numbers that are similar. So 5 and 5 can die, and then 1 7 can die, okay? That leaves me with 2 5s and 4 sevens. Now you can do two things right now. You can either multiply literally everything that's left. So 4 sevens times 3. So that's 49 times 49 times 3. I don't know what that actual answer is. I'll look it up in just a second. And 9 times 5 times 5. You can do that right now. Or we can simply just simplify, which is what I'm going to do, but I will show you what multiplying them all out looks like. So these guys were our ones that were not in exponents. They are just coefficients. They're laying out there. They have only one of each other. What is 3 divided by 9? Hopefully you can tell me 3. So 3 over 9 reduces itself to 1/3 because they both have 3 in common. So we're going to say 1 over 3 times, I have 4 sevens left, times 2 5s. Okay? Now if you're feeling really lazy, you don't even have to write that 1, but you can if you want to. Now I'm going to show you what this would look like if I just multiplied all that across. So you're going to take your handy dandy little calculators. Oh, I lost track of time. It's okay. Okay, take your handy dandy little calculator and do 3 times 7 times 7 times 7 times 7, which is of 7,203. So that is the top, 7,203. And then we take the bottom, okay, which is 9 times 5 times 5, which is 225. These are technically the exact same things, so feel free to do them if you want to. However, I will tell you that on quizzes and tests and stuff that I'm going to give you on things, I'm going to look for that answer more often than I'm going to look for this answer. This is called evaluate, this is simplify. Evaluate, simplify. Things to remember is evaluation comes down to a number, simplify stays in exponents. So remember that. Okay. If you have any questions, please log on to office hours from 10 to 11 for either Mr. Field or myself, and we can answer any questions for you. If not, then you are a genius and continue on with your day. Have a good day, everybody. Say goodbye to Frank.